Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today I'm bringing my best of the month for the month of October 2022. Now it's been Spiel month, it's been Essen month, it's been the biggest board game convention in the world month with 147,000 unique attendees, which is pretty much the same as at Glastonbury, which I went to a few months ago as well. Now the game for me that's been best of the month is a game that I have played before this particular month where I picked up the game over in Germany. It's a game I played, first came out in 2014. Stefan Dora is the designer, made some other games I've enjoyed too. This game I have played with two combined sets, the 2 to 6 player games, you can play it with 12. And I have sleeved my copy because the cards are very nice. And it's this crazy artwork for the game Bucket King 3D. So it's a 3D version of the original Bucket King. Aim of the game is you are trying to eliminate the pyramid from somebody else. Do you know what? I'll do it on top of the box. So you're going to have 2 of these buckets each, 3 if you're playing with 2 players, and of course if you're playing it with 2 sets of buckets or 2 sets of boxes, it's a bit different. Now, you can normally play it where the first person gets eliminated ends, so of course player elimination is generally frowned upon with most players, but in this game it's so much fun just to see what else is going on, a bit of table talk, and it is a quick game to play. So you are not just going to assemble your buckets this way, and I will do a whole how to set up, play and review separately. You are choosing to do it based on the cards that you have. You'll start off with 10 cards, and ultimately you're trying to pick from these what you think might be the best solution to ensure that you've got cards to stop yourself being knocked out. How do you get knocked out? By having a smaller amount of cards that stops you from being able to go higher than somebody else. So right now you can see I've gone all over the place, these buckets. As you might be able to tell, I've got a differing amount of stuff going on here. It should normally be obviously a 4 across, not a 5 across, and that is because I've set this up as a 2-player game, obviously more effective looking buckets. It's got a great table presence, it's extremely fun. The artwork's bonkers, quite frankly. There are 3 different kind of stories going on with these various animals in this game, and yeah, it's very intriguing. So as you can see, here's now a bucket set up. Everything there, obviously need to take out the green, and keep an eye on this. It's a lot better than Jenga, whereby it's more about dexterity. Yes, use 1 finger to try and knock over these buckets. The difference with this game though is, like I said, you're trying to manage your cards. And like I said, there's a level of bluff going on. Sometimes you're sending some of these cards around the table. So from your 10 cards, you're gonna play a card. I'm playing, say, a 4 green. The next person to my left needs to play a higher than a 4 green. You can play multiple cards, but at the end of your turn, you're drawing out 1 card and that's it. Now we play a variant as well, which involves the 1, which is a wild card. I'll ignore that for now, but basically you play a 4, they've got to play higher than a 4, so they can play multiple cards. They go up to an 8, so you can play 24. It goes around to somebody else, of course they can't go. They're gonna have to move this bucket, and this is how the fun begins. So 1 finger, push, poke, or nudge. And right now, a lot of buckets got knocked because green was right down the bottom there. So we didn't know it was gonna be a green, but now they've got very few buckets left. And suddenly, you're not really interested in knocking them out, you want to knock somebody else out. So this disappears too. In this instance, you've got 2 pyramids, you can't have 2 pyramids, so you're going to lose a bucket. Maybe they've got loads of greens left, that's just why they place them down the bottom. And now you've got to try and fend off everybody else. That's the game, it's quick to play. It can take supposedly 20 minutes once you know how to play, but actually the teach as well with new players, and if you're playing it with 8 players or something, you are looking at about 50 minutes to maybe 1 hour 20. But it's so much fun, no one really cares about the time, and is, like I said, highly enjoyable. It's my most played game with the most amount of players since obviously Essen as well. No one has been disappointed by it. Everyone I've played it with has been up for playing it a second time at least. And yeah, it's been very fun to play. So if you're interested in playing this, please let me know your thoughts. And always, there's going to be more videos coming, so look forward to speaking to you about my best of the month for next month. Maybe a game which I wasn't able to get because they managed to sell out or otherwise unavailable to me from the Spiel Fair, which maybe will be my game of the month for November. Aside from that, any other questions, let me know, of course, in the comments. And for now, back to the table.